Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Arknights. In the last part, a whole ton of stuff has happened. First and foremost, we are finally free from the contract. No more Lungmen and its weird rules. We're free to do whatever we want now. Maybe not specifically Lungmen, but still. At the very least, we are no longer forced to fight the infected who are just trying to retreat. They just want to live their lives. We didn't need to chase them out of the city like that. Right? If we could just have said no, then maybe Frostnova still had a chance to survive. She didn't need to stall for more time like that. What's even worse is the fact that if they weren't around, Lungmen would have probably gotten rid of all of the slums people. I mean, they've already started their attacks with the raincoat guys, right? And Shen saw the sewers where they probably tossed all of their bodies. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Shen was really disturbed by this whole development. Just like Amaya, and she hasn't even seen it. And then right after that, the whole revelation with Ursus and the approaching city who's currently trying to collide with us, apparently. It's getting messier and messier by the second. Tallulah has probably already prepared a whole ton of backup plans, right?
It is my duty to protect you, Doctor.
She seems really, really angry at them, right? I mean, Shen even mentioned that she believes in Tallulah. They had history together. She once was a Lungmen citizen. No wonder that she wants to destroy this place who just left her behind, right? So yeah, the last part has ended on a strong note. I'm very, very eager to jump into the next chapter already. The thing is though, multiple things, as you can see right here. Do you see this? Do you see this little thing right here? That is a story bridge. It brings us into the side quest content. And it kinda means that we should probably tackle these first before we go into the next chapter. And if we see this, it kind of seems like there's a whole ton ahead of us. But then again, wait a second, this doesn't lead us back. This is 13? 13. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how far we need to go down the line. But at the very least, Darknights' Memoirs are connected with that string, aren't they? Wait a second. Yes. The Darknights' Memoirs are connected to the string. So at the very least, we need to tackle that before we go back to 7. And, wait a second, I need to double check my notes. There was also another thing that one of you guys have recommended to me. The event Soltira Navis. Apparently, there's a good character for me to grab in there. The thing is, though... Wait a second. I think there was a problem with that event as well. Soltira Navis. Yeah, here's the thing. It's the third part of a trilogy. Granny, the Knight, and the Treasure. I can already see Skadi in there. Then the Underties. Not entirely sure who those guys are. And then we have the ship with the Soltifa Navis. With the character that I'm supposed to get. Which also leads to more side branches. As you can see. Huh. But why is it only connected to this one and not the others? That's something that I don't quite understand. Why is it only linked to one story? Aren't they following a similar story? Aren't they linked into each other? Am I misunderstanding this? Yeah, I am. Wait, where was the branch again? There. Glimpse of the Depths. And it also links back to a different main story, which is 1322. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this. And if I were to check the unlock schedule, you can see that Urani and the Knight's Treasure would be coming up next. Wait, where's the Dark Memoirs? The Dark Memoirs are right here. What's chapter? Oh, chapter 7 wasn't even in the first year, apparently. It wasn't. And the Underties are following right near the end of the second year. Where the hell is the ship then? Near the end of the third year was the ship. Oh, holy. Okay, there's a whole ton of stuff ahead of us then. Before I, story-wise, timeline-wise, I get a chance to jump into the ship. Yeah, about that. They're probably just going to follow the chronicle order. If I start with the Granis event, I'm probably just going to slowly approach the ship as it is. But it also means that I definitely should tackle the Dark Memoirs next. Because that is literally what Chapter 6 is currently trying to tell me. Not entirely sure what is going on with all of the other events here. I guess these are just in-between events that you can play whenever you feel like it. Just like the Court of Prawl, right? And the summer event with Petty. Eee. So how about we're going to start today with the Darknights Memoirs. And after that, we'll see what we do next. Not entirely sure if we're going to jump to chapter 7 right away, or if we're going to tackle one of the other little side events. I mean, I wouldn't really be against it to go through the Granny side story. Technically speaking, we could also already go down the line with the trilogy. Oh. Skadi's involved. I do like Skadi. She was in the corner. She never really had a chance to stay for long. You know what? I'm gonna think about this later. For now, the Darknights Memoirs. V. She's here. Oh god. She is here. I was wondering what she was doing the whole time. All this time we were fighting against Faust, Mephisto, Crowdslayer was there, and Frostnova. But she was completely outside of the story, ever since the event with Skullshatterer. So yeah, what were you doing the entire time, huh? What were you doing? You little maniac! Alright. This is the story of the mercenary, venturing through life and death. On the battlefield? Why is this cut off? Well, either way, this is the story of a follower, trusted by others, yet failed to protect them? Maybe? This is the story of Odyssean fighting endlessly, scorning life and death, all the while. This is the story of V and her companions. Alright then, let's unlock it. There you go. Ooh. Okay, which kind of reward do we get here? Cedar Rocker. Furniture set as well, huh? And the Darknights Memoirs. Lovely. Quite lovely. Alright then, let's start the event. DM1. Buried. Hide your thoughts. Hide them from yourself. Raise your sword and staff. A soldier must always move forward. It's level 1 though. Might be a bit too busted if I bring out the big guys, huh? Yeah, Might be a little bit too busted. I'm gonna tone it down a little. Let me see. So let's give them all a slight boost. Nothing too crazy. Level 4 is alright. Level 10 as the starting base. Alrighty. That doesn't look so bad. And as you can see, guys, do you see this? Yes! I got another thing! An older thing! Look at her! Does she look cool? She even starts with maximum trust. Because apparently, both things are linked with each other. Yeah, I don't really quite understand how this works, but hey! We have her! We have her! So that's fine, right? That's definitely fine. Well then, good luck, guys! We have a couple of elite ones here. I wasn't really sure who to bring. And I wanted to have at least one guy around who can tank for days. And one who technically is a hybrid between a healer and a caster. I really wanted to try her out. She looks really, really cool. I mean, look at her. Look at her. She has a crown. She has the wind spinny thingy here. I just had to use her. I just had to use her. Not entirely sure about her abilities though, but attack speed's usually always good. What's this? 70% attack boost makes the ally with the highest HP with an attack range more likely to be attacked by enemies. Huh? This ally receives an enemy attack. Mandela deals 28 damage as art damage to the attacker, activating her traits on an ally. Betray this. All the damage that she deals acts as a recovery for the allies nearby. Which is handy. Which is definitely handy. Maybe I should try out this one instead. Kinda seems like she's just passing away her aqua to somebody else. Which could raise her survivability against the mages, or the archers, or maybe even drones, right? Yeah, sure, let's try it out. Let's just try it out. Now then, I'm ready. It is me. I've reached the target destination. I have visual confirmation of the smoke signal's coordinates. It has been quite a while since our last fight with the other mercenaries. We are taking some losses. But they hid plenty of supplies in the underground bunkers, and we won't come back empty-handed. Yeah, the scout can go on ahead as well. I will catch up to you soon. Right. There were some unexpected casualties. We is dead? What? How? I thought he was so powerful! What do you mean she just died on her own? Off screen! Ah! You're talking like it was the hell on earth out there, but you look perfectly fine to me. Or are you talking it up to get some pity points instead? Well, it is not like you had to go out of your way to leave camp to pick us up, right? Who asked you to be such a worrywart? I don't give a shit about anyone here, so quit projecting. If we hadn't stayed behind to create an opening for us, none of us would have made it out alive. See. So when did it happen? 2 hours ago, when our communication were cut off. The squad got ambushed. We blew apart the ruins and gave us a chance to escape. We fought until the bitter end. Poor guy. Yeah, if only he made it back to the camp alive. His kill count was well past mine. He would have come out as a top merc easily. But forget about it. There's no point talking about that stuff anymore. At least, he has earned his rest. With the enemies routed, we should probably bring him back, right? Impossible. We can't risk exposing ourselves like that. We don't want to get caught out, right? Why would you even want to? Were you two that close or something? Nobody told me. He had a bunch of loot on him too. That's actually all I care about. I see. Well, it wasn't really that much. Some of the other guys brought in a bigger haul instead. When the war ends, we can just go back to the good old days. Well, if the war ends. We can sit around and commiserate later. We would better get out of here before the sun sets if we don't want to be the center of attention. Head back to the camp and muster the troops. Wait, is that an order? Second Lieutenant! Herder? What? Herder? Ah, okay. We have lost contact with the other squads as well. As of right now, I am your commanding officer. But we're in the same rank. Oh god. Ines, let's just hurry back to the Memoir point. Then we can contact the client again to reorganize our deals. That is a suggestion, not an order. Is that alright with you? How much do you think we can make these dead for? Seriously? A lot! Wow! He was a hell of a merc, I say. Everybody knew. But he... Well, at least his death would be in vain. In the end, did he leave anything behind? Oh, wait. Someone is coming. 3 o'clock. Not one of ours. Who is it? Just one. Get out! Wait, is that a Sakas? One of the natives? No, wait. You have this gun and knife in your hands. Who the hell are you? Oh, are you not talking? Then die. Wait a second. Hold up. She followed us here. You let her follow you? We haven't exactly been dragging our feet, you see, but she kept up with us purely for her own skills, even after grabbing all of these gears. She's an experienced Sakas, and I may need a local guide when it's time to bounce. Are you insane? Isn't it all the more reason for us to kill her right here? If you want us all dead, you might as well just do it yourself. I wouldn't dare such a thing. What if she's an assassin, huh? What if she leads us straight into another trap? Did you forget how many people in Cardales wanted your head? Oh? How many? Seriously? There's one right in front of you! You've got a huge bounty on your head as well, but for the time being, I would rather it stays on your shoulder. Don't get too full of yourself. Well, I appreciate your diligence and fragility, but I'm not joking around either. She took the risk to pick up this knife and gun, and had the stones to walk right up to us. What are your odds telling you? Is she hostile? No sane person would just take in a totally unknown Sakas. Yeah, that's the difference between you and me. On my way back, I gave her a whole bunch of openings as well. And she threw little stones at me. An interesting display of goodwill. Wouldn't you agree? Stones? She didn't even attempt to shoot at you? Oh. According to the old saying, we might want to give her a chance. This war has thinned out our ranks. We could recruit some more Sakas, just as mysterious as her. But I would rather handpick someone myself. But she's just an outsider. Our ways don't apply to... You know what? Just forget about it. I'm leaving in 10 minutes. I don't care how many come with me. But if you're going to give me any more corpses to deal with, and I don't really care whose, you better make it quick. So I guess it's up to him now. quite impatient one, I see. Aren't you? Alright then. Hey you, listen carefully. Okay. You're holding our fallen comrade's relic there. Put them down, and you can walk out of here alive. You will have to find somewhere else to die, but at least you will buy yourself some extra time. I'm going to do it. This is your last chance. Last chance? I don't think I ever had a choice. The second I turned around, you draw your blade and cut me down. This whole time, your other hand has been on that hilt. Huh, I see you've noticed. Very good. You may have seen us before, or maybe you work for somebody else. None of that concerned me. But you understand what it means to take up the weapons of the fallen, right? Of course. In that case, prepare to evacuate first. We will talk in details later. Now, go and rejoin the squad. What? V? Did she take over his name? Is that what it means if you pick up the sword or the weapons of the fallen? That you continue their cause? Interesting! Very interesting! So much for V being dead, huh? we are in the past. This is her origin story. Alright. I like that. There's no end to war, and there's no end to our fights. It is as if the war is the tool that we've always relied on for our survival. Well, at the very least, I'm convinced of that. Some still harbor reservation in their hearts, while others have grown accustomed to that fact. The latter lives, the former dies. And some people were born to play this role. What a pleasant surprise indeed. When I saw her in those rumbling ruins, I knew for sure she would reign supreme amongst the Saka's warriors. Okay, what the hell are Sakas now? It seems like they weren't really that eager to recruit any more of them.
Holding the line is a defender's most
Oh
important
well,
job.
let's see. 2 lines, not so bad.
Injections ready. Prepare for
I
battle.
would say we're going to start with Korea first. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna put it down right here. I wanted to draw them a little bit closer to our edges here. After all, I have more rooms with range tiles here. So, Jessica, you can shoot from there. What is your name? Deep color. All tentacles, attack and defense increase and recover some HP. Okay, so you're a summoner. You have additional range. That is going to be handy. Our protectors. Basic mage. Our healer. And she gets additional attack. While also debuffing the enemies for 5 seconds. Alright. And our archer is relatively limited. Doesn't really have that much range, but that's alright. At the very least, we have Jessica around, right? Yeah! At the very least, we have Jessica, so everything is going to be A-okay. So, let's see. Yeah, Fang is doing a perfect job as always. A bit surprised that she's took up the code of Plum though. She literally shares the same ability as Plum now. She's probably a little bit stronger though, because she's literally a 5-star instead of a 3-star now, right? It just means she has to be stronger. Okay, what's this? Mercenary, higher resistance. So no magic spells, I see. But that's fine. Is this fine? Definitely, right? Don't really want to get in the way of Fang yet. We're just going to see how she's able to handle it from here. Maybe I don't even need to add anybody else. Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, all of them are just level 1. All of them are level 1. And I already leveled them up to level 10. They should be able to outlast all of them without any sort of issues.
Not one step backward.
Yeah, and Jessica's just going to gun them all down. I probably don't need any sort of additional help. Yeah, this is absolutely fine. But then again, he's struggling a little bit because all of the swordsmen are rushing towards him. Oh, is he struggling? Nah, not really. Actually, not really. Oh, wait! Oh! I got careless there! Didn't see that! And she only has 1 block? She only has 1 block. Okay, I need to get used to this more. I should just turn it on to shoot speed right away. I don't know these guys yet. I don't know them well enough. But it looked very promising. They can easily hold the line.
Do your best, everyone.
Are they leaking? Yes, they are. Alright. No, never mind. This time around they weren't leaking. Ah, shit. That's fine. I still need a bit of time to get used to them.
Ready to advance.
But hey, they aren't that bad. They're definitely not bad. Several months later. 4:28 p.m. The weather is cloudy. Military buffer zone between Chalcedon's east-west battleground. Alright. A small ambush. Looks like you were right after all. A lot of people do seem to be after my head. This is such a pain. Not too many of them though. They must be trying to cut off the head of the snake in a hit and run. We only have half of the squad left though. What a perfect time to try and take them out. But too bad for them. It's a little too perfect. Just as planned. Alright, I'll catch up to you later. The messenger for Chalcedon should be back in a minute. Let's see. What are you looking for? The corpse? Was that the assassin? Yes. I knew that he would have it on him. Is that a note? Actually, wait. Do you know this guy? Of course. We have worked together before. Went through hell together. You know, just a few months ago. We were at the Scarce Market, toasting to a job well done. He even said that he wanted his daughter to marry me. Hey, that's just dumb. You're a mercenary. Sooner or later you... Well... Hold on. You didn't really... Of course not. I turned him down. For other reasons, of course. So, what exactly does it say? Useful stuff. Some intel for the market. Gossip. Things worth looking into at least. Only that? No personal message? Because he knew that you would probably kill him? Or at least find his body? Huh? Huh? And what about this? They're all names. No, all pseudonyms and code names. And there's candy wraps on the back of it too. What's all of this supposed to mean? The more pieces of candy, the higher the payout. It is a system only a piece of shit like him could come up with. Whoever gets the most candy is the most dangerous mercenary. Creeps like that really do leave a bad taste in your mouth, huh? But then again, this adds up to a fat stack, doesn't it? Who's footing the bills? Every time we complete a contract, someone usually puts up an additional sum to get rid of us. Like, whoever hired us, for example. The more powerful the mercenary, the bigger the bounty. The bigger the bounty, the greater the risk. And the greater the risk, the more they need to kill off said merc. And the merc who lives through all of this, well, they easily become the strongest. This war has driven us to the brink of death, but it also left room for us to survive. Guess that's how it all works. It is the rule of the game. Horderer, mercenary, 10 candies, tough squad, 15 candies. We have acquired 20 candies. Can't really fault us accounting. We, the old one I mean, take care of. The new one is a problem. 10 candies, maybe even more. Kinda situational. Sounds like you've earned yourself a candy too, already. Might have something to do with those arms stealers that I've buried alive in the woods last month, huh? So, am I supposed to be happy about this? Arms stealer, you say, huh? Wait a second, why am I learning about this just now? Well, it was just in the neighborhood. When you guys raid the Laterano caravans, do you bother to report each and every one of them? No? Right. And that's pretty much the same idea. Since this isn't technically a part of the shop, it's not like us mercenaries have to share every little bit of our informations and details, right? But let me get this straight. I'm stronger than the old we, huh? Strong or weak. It doesn't really tell me shit about the soldier's actual capabilities. For me, it's all about whether or not they can follow the orders. Fine, fine. I'll be more frugal next time. Does that work for you? Oh, and by the way, I've been wondering, what kind of person was that old V? That guy. Well, he was a strange one. He was with us for a long time. Hardest worker that you've ever met. A real good egg. He fought hard to become our team leader, racked up kills and commendations, just so we would celebrate his birthday. Sakas? With a birthday? Is that real? Of course it wasn't his real birthday. It wasn't really that far gone. He once killed a Laterano and just took his gun. I guess they had some history between them, so he just decided that that day was his birthday. I see. A merc was killed a Laterano for sports, huh? Sounds like we could have been friends there. You guys hate the Lateranos? Well, there's a lot to unpack there too. But for sports, you say? Hey, I gotta live in the moment, right? Well, I guess that's a good answer for now. He was one of our biggest characters. He always had that devil-may-care laugh, but whenever he spoke, you could tell that there was something more lurking underneath it. And he was quicker to trust than pretty much anyone else. Why is that? Because he had an obsession. Obsessed people, good or bad, are always falling into traps. Alright. Just sounds like a dumbass to me then. I figured you would get it. Because you are the same type of person. Good at putting on air. Good at living in the moment. I am? See? Is that a reason why you wanted to recruit her? Oh, she's smiling! Maybe it's true. Maybe they are a splitting image of each other, huh? At least in some parts. What makes you so confident that you can guess what I'm thinking? Or do you have some weird arts like Enos? You could have decided to kill us both that day. I thought you understood that. Ah, you're not going to let that go, are you? Remind me of Enos now. Let's just head back and see how our messenger's doing. It's about to rain as well. It was actually the first time that I saw her smile. The same smile as V's. Giving her a thinly veiled excuse was at least better than having her continue this numbingly dull busy one. What I need was a mercenary who could cleave a path forward, not just another puppet. Puppets are just a dime of a dozen. That was the day that V has become V. See? But Enos was right. Ridiculous. He was right about what? Is V going to become a backstabber? I mean, she did warn you about it. You couldn't just recruit somebody randomly like that. And she doesn't really seem to want to do that. She's genuinely happy right now, isn't she? Alright then, Enos. You should probably head back to the 10. No use staring blankly at the campfire. Can imagine if we got some good news from Cadell's. Nailed on the head, I see. I could feel the messenger's anxiety after he came back. He tried not to show it, but he was scared out of his mind. Not to mention expression as well. A poker face couldn't fool even a toddler. So what's the bad news? So, I'm still alive, but our agents died in the Casadel's industrial area. His corpse got thrown into the furnace. His head got melted off, but those gaudy red pants are somehow still fine. His pants? Wait, who did this? Nobody knows when it happened. First person to find the body was one of the boiler workers. But whoever did it was quick. We have a fight on metal, and it's going to show for a while. They used a knife. They were damn good at it as well. Whatever. It's not like we will ever catch them, right? He wanted to hang out in Casadel and didn't like to take orders. This is what happens. Kinda funny, isn't it? But now, who's going to pay us? I'm not laughing about this. The next part is even less funny. When our messenger was leaving Casadel after confirming the reports, he ran into some friends. Some other spies. I guess it's more he was intercepted by than ran into. So, I guess that means that we've been caught again, doesn't it? Won't really be the first time though. We could take the initiative here. By the looks of things though, we don't really have a choice. The messenger came back with an order. Order? Wait, for us? From who? Since when do we even take orders from anyone, right? I have gone through the options. Just let me finish. They want us off the battlefield and up to a remote mountain pass. It looks like it might take us through a canyon. To protect a transport team. Oh, escorting transport is a pretty run-of-the-mile job. There has to be more to this, right? I don't really know. Excuse me? I'm really sorry. The situation spiraled out of control and... well... but this is a rare opportunity for us. Now that we are responsible for the entire team, the situation has changed. Everyone else is looking for other options, and we can't just sit around and wait to die, right? But a transport mission in the middle of through a canyon? Aren't canyons usually the prime targets for ambushes? I wouldn't really want to take that. If I were you, I would stay the hell away from any sort of canyons. They're going to roll boulders down the walls. I'm telling you, it's a horrible idea. They should reroute their route. Not the canyons. Never the canyons. Ah. And besides, you and V are in charge of the shop. Huh? Well, I have some issues in that. First of all, I won't be going with V. She has made some waves, but I don't really think that she's ready yet. She's totally proven herself by now. I see things that you can't. I trust my arts. Horda's team showed up with a new demolition expert, and suddenly the battlefield is one big, fierce explosions. The other mercs are all playing it cool. The battlefield changes every day, and you never know when it might swallow up your base camp. I know that. She doesn't hesitate though. Not when she's lying, not when she's killing. She's too qualified to be a mercenary. I can tell how deep she is. I'm not looking for a knife in my back, and I don't think she's cut out for this escort job either. No matter how great you think she is, now's not the time to send out a greenhorn. Or do you have any sort of other, ulterior motives? I'm working with the tools that I've gotten. Look at where we are. We can't leave people on the sidelines anymore. Mercs don't have a dog in the fight, really. But that also means that we don't belong anywhere either. When the dust settles, we'll fade away, along with the war. The difference is that war will return one day, but we've only one chance to our life. I am not going to be fatalistic about this, and neither should any of you either. But that's the deal. We have to play the hand that has been given to us, stand out from the crowd, and stack out our other options. That group's here from Rim Billiton. I'm willing to bet that they got raided not long after crossing into Cardel's territory. A lot of our people won't take the job. We'll have to change the team up a bit. But it doesn't really matter in the end. It's a dangerous contract, but worth the risk. We, or at least you. Hold up! Not that I question your decisions here, it's just that... Forget about it. Anyways, you don't really need to be so uptight about it. I will follow your orders, as always. But first, you need to calm down. Then take a look at your own feats. Your feats? Oh, are you talking about my shadow? I can't really read your eyes. What am I looking for? Your shadow. It is trembling. It is windy, and the campfire is flickering. You know what I'm talking about. All of the cars are like this. Don't always try to plan too far ahead. There are too many things that you can't control. We're just mercenaries after all. I'll keep that in mind. So, if you want me to bring V with me, then what about you? What are you planning to do? That's on a need-to-know basis. You're safer this way. If you can't trust the other teams, you should at least trust your own. I'm not hiding anything from you. It is just... out with it. Spill it! Who was it that our messenger has met? Babel? A sleeper cell Babel lived in Cassadell. What? A cell?
Yay! Oh, sorry.
I see.
It's not
Okay.
that battle's
Don't
that
quite
much
understand it, but okay. Oh, this is going to end up horrible, isn't it? This is definitely going to end up horrible. I'm telling you, change the route. Don't go for a canyon. You don't want to go for a canyon. Ever. Never. Oh, wait, they're jumping the levels again. Maybe I should level them up to 50 at least. Level 10 isn't quite cutting that. Several accidental betrayals and several inevitable rescues. Orignium jet stream. Continuously generate a current of airflow. Operators deployed on downstream upstream will deal increased and decreased damage. Enemies moving downstream upstream have increased and decreased movement speed. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna level them up to 50. I have a ton of resources, specifically prepared for
Now I
that.
better understand what I've learned.
Okay, ready to go. So, how bad is it? They already mentioned betrayal and rescue. This is definitely a trap. Oh god. Those are the same goons as last time. How did they find us here? Hurry up and retreat. Don't waste our time. Oh, I guess they got us surrounded. Or maybe outnumbered. Then we gotta find a way to break through them. Their scout took out all of our sentries. We're in the dark here. Oh, that's just bullshit. They're just going to stand around and wait for their casters to fry us. Hey, you. You're with Herderer, aren't you? What are you even doing here? Where's Herderer? And his mans? He's supposed to be... Hey. Wait, did you just kill him? What are you doing to my comms? What gives? Would you just shut up already? Remember how I was on patrol here? That made it really easy to plant bombs all over your camp. You... Herderer! You sold us out! Don't make it sound so bad now. We're heading out on a long, long trip. And wouldn't you know it, some guests showed up just as we were about to leave. So someone is going to stay behind to hold the fort. Now, if we leave some snacks out for our guests, like a good host, maybe that will get them to stop chasing us for a while. Are you sacrificing them? Gotta say, I really appreciate all what you're doing for us. Damn you! You knew that they were coming this whole time! And you're just going to leave us here to die? Apparently yes. Well, at least try to put up a bit of a fight. The more you struggle, the bigger our head start is going to be. But seriously though, thanks Killaton. The hell, we? I thought you liked this group. I never see you don't care about them. It's so weird. Well, I ordered you to help the teams that didn't have time to escape. But why didn't anyone else make it out? Well, they've just volunteered to stay behind. You are a freaking liar! What the hell? So you're dudes from way back! I can't believe this. And for a second I thought maybe you weren't that bad before the whole reunion thing. But no, clearly not. Don't worry, I left them a little gift as well. So they are more than happy to help us hold off the bad guys. I doubt anyone here would be willing to sacrifice themselves. No need to lie about it either. Nobody's going to blame you for sacrificing others to save your own squad. But lying to your commander is another story. You can't fool my eyes, V. You're on thin ice here. Don't forget how green you are. I'll be sure to reflect on my actions, Captain Enos. Because we'll be working together for a very long time. Oh no, it sounds like a threat. God. So, what's the plan? No harm, no foul. What is done is done. And it was probably going to turn out like this anyways. We might have made the right call here. No, she clearly didn't! Why are you sacrificing you guys like that? I thought you guys cared for each other! At least a little bit. Do you seriously believe that? There's a cast over there have nothing to do with us. Who they were, what they did, how they lived and how they died. None of our business. Brutal. Let's talk work first. Enos, you and V split up and lead your teams away. Messenger, stay radio silent for now, then regroup to the Memoir point. I'll catch up to you later. What is that supposed to mean? Are you going on a secret mission there? Or both of them don't like this? And one more thing. I don't care what kind of mischief you're up to, how one of you exploits the other or whatever, but I won't stand for you actually, directly fighting each other. But indirectly is fine! Oh god, I like her. This is great. Pretty Lex rules, I would say. Oh god. I really hope it doesn't come to that though. But it's not like I could actually stop it either. For now at least. If you plan to stay alive, make good use of every last sarkas that you have. Don't just toss them into the fire pits like that. You need them. You need them. Herd has always been like this. He thinks very little about what actually matters and wastes so much brain power on the pointless stuff. Nobody says V isn't a great fighter, but there's a lot of stuff that she's missing. She really is just an incredible sarcastic warrior.